Chris, did you find it?
Yeah, this is it. This is the photo I like to show people. When they ask me what Oxfam's doing to help women and girls around the world, I show them this photograph from Mozambique. It's a community theater performance I saw in 2006 in a town just outside Maputo, the capital. It's about the 2004 family law, and the man in the photo was complaining about his wife and saying he was going to kick her out of the house and divorce her. And this is the point where his neighbors explain to him that Mozambique's new family law requires him to give her 50% of their assets if they break up. A lot of people didn't know about the law, so community theater performances like this are designed to explain things like new laws to people in villages in Mozambique in ways that they could understand. Oxfam has been helping organizations in Mozambique to protect the rights of women since the end of the Civil War in the 1990s. And part of this has involved helping to propose and then promote new legislation like the 2004 family law. And the new law, it sets a minimum age of 18 for marriage for girls. It gives families the right to register the birth of their children so they can get social benefits and register to go to school and things like that. And it protects the rights of widows to inherit property. Working to protect the rights of women and girls is some of the most important work we do around the world. Lack of respect for women's rights makes women more vulnerable to poverty, to domestic violence, to getting infected with HIV, and to all sorts of tragic outcomes.
So since then, what's changed for women in Mozambique?
Well, I've been reporting on this work in Mozambique off and on for more than 10 years. And I can tell you that when it comes to changing attitudes and behaviors, it can be a long, slow, unpredictable process. But that's how change happens sometimes. Mozambique is a vast country. It's very diverse. People speak a dozen different languages and dialects. Changes in laws don't filter down to the village level very quickly. So helping people learn about the law through community theater performances, training local traditional leaders, it's been an important way for people to learn about the family law and a domestic violence law that was passed in 2009.
So you were in Mozambique recently. What did you learn on that trip?
Well, the people I spoke with there, they're very optimistic, but they're also very realistic. One of them was anthropologist Marie-José Arthur. She trains judges and police officers on the new laws, and some of them tell her they don't agree with them, even now, more than 10 years after the president signed the family law. And they say it goes against African culture. But you know, what she said to me was culture changes. And we're seeing it changing right now here in the U.S. And as Maria Jose told me, we can't let culture define us. We should not let it stop us from progressing and doing what we know is right.
So do you think things will actually change in Mozambique?
Well, the struggle to change the conditions of women's rights in Mozambique is not at an end. But people also told me that they are optimistic. And Virginia is one. She is a survivor of domestic violence. And she underwent some training with one of Oxfam's partners, and she says it helped her improve her relationship with her husband. They're no longer living in such a violent environment together. And she says, you know, she's not sure if the new laws are what's really changing things, or if it's the training that she and other people get from organizations like our partners. But she says when she looks around, it's just things just aren't as violent as they used to be. This is just one person, but I was happy to hear that our work to reduce violence and improve respect for women's rights is helping her.